hard fought win for you in the end.
Yeah, it was. Certainly a game of two halves, I suppose, as people would say. First half, I thought we were excellent for the majority of the half. Dominated possession a lot of time and scored two very good goals, particularly the first one. The build up to the first goal is starts over in John Robertson's side of the pitch, over on the right back, and we work it down the other side. Great pass from Stevie Hetherington and a fantastic run from Kevin, and then Flanny put the quality finish to it. Second goal, obviously, I think Yara will be disappointed. Geoghegan probably 9 times out of 10 heads that away. But again, I've got to give great credit to Callum Crane for being there and being that high up the pitch and being as positive as what he was. And it was a great finish. Half time, we spoke about what Ian McCall would be saying in his dressing room and the kind of reaction that he'd be looking for from his players. And we told the boys what to expect. We knew they'd come flying out at us in the second half because at the end of the day, they're trying to win the league, aren't they? And I thought we caused a lot of that ourselves, and that was the only negative I have of the afternoon, is that opening 7 or 8 minutes of the second half. We spoke about not giving them a sniff, not playing silly balls in the middle of the pitch, and we done that, and then that's where the goal comes from. But after we weathered that storm of the opening 10 minutes of the second half, I thought we found our way back into the game and managed to create some chances of our own. But Ayr United, a very good side, and we knew they'd have chances. We know the kind of quality that they possess in forward areas, and I thought for the majority of the game we defended particularly well and managed some of their bigger players as well as we could have, really.
Your heart must have been in your mouth when the referee gave the penalty.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed with the penalty, to be honest with you. Now, I'm not one for publicly slagging off referees. I know they can make mistakes, but for me that is a mistake. I think it's, I don't know whether it's one of those ones because Wraith or Ayr even are, I've got a league to try and go and win, and he doesn't want to make a colossal decision that could cost him the league, so maybe it's the easier option to give it because we're not really playing for much at the moment, but at the same time we want to win the game, and it was soft. That's all I can say about it. I've watched it back, and if you're going to give penalties for that, then we'll be getting half a dozen a game, to be honest with you. So I suppose justice was done in the end, where Moore misses the penalty, and we've managed to hold on for the 2-1 win. Of course, Ayr will be disappointed. It's now out of their hands. But we will go to Wraith, and that's the only thing I can assure Ian McCall and his team of. And Barry Smith, I'm sure, will know that we'll be as professional up there next Saturday as what we were here today, and we won't be handing anybody anything. We'll give a good account of ourselves again next week.
How important could that win be looking ahead to the playoffs?
Well, look, I mean, we spoke about it before the game, when I was talking to the players, and every game matters. It's as simple as that. People might have thought before the game that we have nothing to play for. Well, they'd be wrong, because first and foremost, every time you go on that pitch, you've personal pride, and individually I thought there were some great performances, but collectively as a team, it was great. And it's important that we don't switch off, because it's very difficult to turn it back on again. So we spoke about having that momentum going into the playoffs is vital, and going in off the back of 2 heavy defeats wouldn't be great. So we've managed to win the first one. We'll go to Wraith next Saturday. We'll try and win that one, and hopefully whoever we get in the playoffs the following week, we'll be going into it high in confidence and feeling good about ourselves.